Hello, my name is Eric Sanders, and I am a board member with Hand in Hand, and I'm just so thankful for this organization being in our community and for the 10 years that they have made just a significant impact, especially where I minister at, there on Casino Road. It's just been wonderful to see the compassion that Hand in Hand has. They're always willing to lend a hand and to be a help to our community. And for example, just a recent thing that I love about Hand in Hand that's really unique to this organization is that they are just so agile when it comes to different needs that come up in the community. The most recent thing is the COVID-19 pandemic, in which there were a lot of needs coming off of Casino Road, and it was amazing the speed at which Hand in Hand was able to step up, find funding, and to meet the needs of people, from food to rent assistance to various other needs that came up, and it was just absolutely wonderful to see. I'm thankful for all the staff at Hand in Hand. All of my interactions with them have been just wonderful, and you can tell that they are all in when it comes to the work that Hand in Hand is doing. This organization, especially in these times right now, is doing a very needed work, and I know your donations and gifts are going to be stewarded wisely to help meet the needs of the community. Why I choose to be a board member at Hand in Hand is I really believe in what they're doing. I love their faith-based approach, the love, the compassion, the care that they meet the needs. What I love too is they love to hear what's going on in the community. They love to hear the feedback from the community and how they can best serve the community. They don't try to bring their ideals and force it on what's taking place, but they really listen to the community. And as they listen to the community and get that feedback, then they adjust programming, and they are truly a help to the felt needs of what's going on.
My husband lost his job and we needed help. We didn't have friends or family to turn to. Not being able to provide some of the basic things we needed hurt my husband. He felt like he was failing to provide for his family. I came across Hand in Hand and debated calling for a few days because I was scared and embarrassed of what they might think. When I finally called, I didn't feel ashamed or embarrassed at all. In fact, I felt very welcome and cared for. I met with Brenna the next day. I was welcomed with a smile and offered support and resources. I felt relieved that I wasn't judged, and to think that I almost didn't call. Since that phone call 2.5 years ago, they have helped me with diapers and wipes, food boxes, hygiene products, and clothes for my kids. I've gone to food giveaways, and the staff is always so considerate and friendly. Last year, they even helped with making Christmas happen for my 4 children. This has been a lifesaver. They make you feel like you're at home, like your family. I'm very grateful to have found Hand in Hand when I did.
My name is Amber Lindemood. I have been with Hand in Hand for the past 7 years, and I consider it one of the greatest privileges of my life. One of the reasons why I stayed with Hand in Hand for so long was because they believed in me. Even before I thought that I had leadership skills or could do stuff, Hand in Hand spoke life into me and told me that I was absolutely valuable and precious and told me I could do it. One of my other favorite things about Hand in Hand is that everyone at Hand in Hand, staff-wise and client-wise, are treated with dignity. You know, growing up in foster care, I was always kind of thought of as the problem, but when you come to Hand in Hand, you're not considered the problem. We see you as people.
My name is Deanne. I've been a volunteer for Safe Place for almost a year, and I love my Safe Place days. It feels a little bit like being a pretend grandparent. We get to keep the kids busy and happy and distracted and just pour as much affirmation into them as possible. One way that I've been impacted by working at Safe Place is that I'm very aware that our time with the kids is short, and it's important to pour as much love and care and concern as we can into their lives in a short amount of time. So I think that's made me more mindful about my interactions with others outside of Safe Place, and that there's always opportunity to pour love, care, and concern into anyone's life that we interact with. There was a preschooler at Safe Place, and a lot of the staff had been writing in its notes that he really loved doing this particular animal puzzle. And it was true. We sat on the couch and he probably did it 20 or 30 times. And then he stopped and he gave me all the pieces, wanting me to complete the puzzle. And every time I took a piece and put it in the puzzle, he would say, "Good job." And it was so sweet to hear him echoing back the words that he'd been hearing at Safe Place, and he absorbed that and was able to use it. We may feel like our impact is fairly limited, but we do have an impact.
Hello, my name is Janayla Hopper and I am the Safe Place Program Manager. Being introduced to Hand in Hand last July has definitely been a blessing. Although I work with Hand in Hand, I still feel like the organization has made an impact on me by showing me how we can have an impact on others in multiple ways. I love that I've been exposed to an amazing team. We work great together and get to collaborate with other organizations and members of the community. I love that I get to see the smiles on children's faces at Safe Place and from events that the outreach team hosts. And then also knowing that we have supported and assisted so many families and children that were affected by COVID-19 this year, it really makes my heart smile. And this year is also our 10-year anniversary, which we will celebrate, and we will continue our purpose, which is to support children and families in crisis.
My name is Portia and I am the Outreach Program Manager. Hand in Hand has had a huge impact on my life, from my introduction to Hand in Hand through soccer to my current position now as the Outreach Program Manager. It's given me the opportunity to work for my community as well as alongside my community.
Hi, my name's Jasmine and I'm a volunteer with Safe Place Hand in Hand. I've had the privilege of being a part of the organization for the past year or so. What I enjoy most about Safe Place is seeing the kids start to relax and smile and not be so worried about things. A girl made a statement. We were crafting and she said, "Hello safety, goodbye darkness." And I said, "Is that from a song?" And she's like, "No." And she's like, "It's just something I just said." And I don't know where she said it from, but that's like the idea behind Safe Places. It's some place that's supposed to take away the darkness of whatever's happening and just to bring safety, bring happiness to them, even if it's for a short amount of time.
Kyla. I am the Safe Place Program Coordinator. I absolutely adore Hand in Hand because we get to work with the children at Safe Place and see a visual impact that we have here on them, because we truly get to provide a safe place, a fun place, and just somewhere where they can be children.
Hi, I'm Gwen with Safe Place. I am a care coordinator there, and I feel so blessed to have found Hand in Hand and Safe Place. I have worked at other nonprofit agencies, and what sets Safe Place apart is the home-like setting where we just get to care for children in a very safe, welcoming atmosphere. And there's lots of toys to play with. They get to do art projects. Some of them can help bake cookies. And it's always hard when they leave. It's kind of heartbreaking when they don't want to leave. And yet I also know that's a sign that we did our job well. We made them feel very safe, that they could just be kids for a few days, and that makes me feel good.
Hello, my name is Eric Sanders, and I am a board member with Hand in Hand, and I'm just so thankful for this organization being in our community, and for the 10 years that they have made just a significant impact, especially where I minister at, there on Casino Road. It's just been wonderful to see the compassion that Hand in Hand has. And they're always willing to lend a hand and to be a help to our community. And for example, just a recent thing that I love about Hand in Hand that's really unique to this organization is this: they are just so agile when it comes to different needs that come up in the community. The most recent thing is the COVID-19 pandemic, in which there were a lot of needs coming off of Casino Road, and it was amazing the speed at which Hand in Hand was able to step up, find funding, and to meet the needs of people, from food to rent assistance to various other needs that came up, and it was just absolutely wonderful to see. I'm thankful for all the staff at Hand in Hand. All of my interactions with them have been just wonderful, and you can tell that they are all in when it comes to the work that Hand in Hand is doing. This organization, especially in these times right now, is doing a very needed work, and I know your donations and gifts are going to be stewarded wisely to help meet the needs of the community. Why I choose to be a board member at Hand in Hand is I really believe in what they're doing. I love their faith-based approach, the love, the compassion, the care that they meet the needs. What I love too is they love to hear what's going on in the community. They love to hear the feedback from the community and how they can best serve the community. They don't try to bring their ideals and force it on what's taking.
Well, hey my friends, you are in the right place for Hand in Hand's virtual fundraiser, Harvest of Hope. I'm Fred Northup Jr., your co-host for tonight's program. I say co-host because we've got a celebrity co-host that we'll bring out in just a second. So get ready. The live show begins in just about 15 minutes. I want you to know we have an incredible silent auction that is happening right now, and bidding ends tonight during the live program. So if you haven't started bidding yet, now is the time. Get started. Just go to handinhandkids.org/hope. All right, let's talk about a few of the items that are up for bid. We've got this Seattle Kraken package. Includes 4 club-level seats. You see that circle on the screen? That's just 5 rows back from the ice. plus a limited edition official Kraken puck signed by General Manager Ron Francis. These tickets are not yet available to the public, so this is a win it before you can buy it opportunity. Look where those seats are. This is incredible. We also have the fall fire pit kit, complete with all the s'mores and hot chocolate fixins, a blanket, a lantern, bug spray. They've even got the logs and the lighter. This package has everything you need to enjoy the outdoors even as the weather turns colder. And I know we've all been outdoors a lot. So don't miss the scratch ticket basket as well, by the way. Try your luck at hitting the jackpot. I mean, look at all the scratch cards. You could win big. This is the only auction item where you might actually make money buying the auction item. How cool is this? So 27 assorted scratch tickets. The possibility for winning is endless. So sign up, start bidding. The silent auction closes at 6:15 p.m. tonight. That's just about a half hour from now. So do not wait to get in on the action. And while the bidding has been going strong all week, we just launched several new items today in the beer, wine, and spirits category. Look at that. One highlight is this Woodinville Wines package, which includes 12 bottles of wine from Witt Cellars, Kestrel Vintners, Patterson Cellars. This is valued at $600. If you know me, you know I love Washington wine, so bid quickly. Don't miss out on these new items that are all happening right now. The beer, wine, and spirits items, they're brand new today, so if you placed your bids earlier in the week, make sure you don't miss out on these tasty brand new offerings. And the beer, wine, and spirits category, that's going to close at 8 p.m. Now, if you have any technical issues, our staff is here to help. You can see everything right there on the screen. Just reach out. You can email auction@handinhandkids.org or give us a call, 425-374-2461. If you're joining us on Facebook or YouTube, please use the chat box to say hi. We love knowing that you're out there. I've got the chat open right here. We've seen Doug and Janelle and Bill and Debbie Long, everybody just saying hello. It's so fun to see that you're out there. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us why you love Hand in Hand. We love to see how far this event has reached. Once again, thank you everybody so much for being here, and we'll see you when we go live shortly.
Hello, my name is Eric Sanders, and I am a board member with Hand in Hand, and I'm just so thankful for this organization being in our community and for the 10 years that they have made just a significant impact, especially where I minister at, there on Casino Road. It's just been wonderful to see the compassion that Hand in Hand has. They're always willing to lend a hand and to be a help to our community. And for example, just a recent thing that I love about Hand in Hand that's really unique to this organization is that they are just so agile when it comes to different needs that come up in the community. The most recent thing is the COVID-19 pandemic, in which there were a lot of needs coming off of Casino Road, and it was amazing the speed at which Hand in Hand was able to step up, find funding, and to meet the needs of people, from food to rent assistance to various other needs that came up, and it was just absolutely wonderful to see. I'm thankful for all the staff at Hand in Hand. All of my interactions with them have been just wonderful, and you can tell that they are all in when it comes to the work that Hand in Hand is doing. This organization, especially in these times right now, is doing a very needed work, and I know your donations and gifts are going to be stewarded wisely to help meet the needs of the community. Why I choose to be a board member at Hand in Hand is I really believe in what they're doing. I love their faith-based approach, the love, the compassion, the care that they meet the needs. What I love too is they love to hear what's going on in the community. They love to hear the feedback from the community and how they can best serve the community. They don't try to bring their ideals and force it on what's taking place, but they really listen to the community. And as they listen to the community and get that feedback, then they adjust programming, and they are truly a help to the felt needs of what's going on.
My husband lost his job and we needed help. We didn't have friends or family to turn to. Not being able to provide some of the basic things we needed hurt my husband. He felt like he was failing to provide for his family. I came across Hand in Hand and debated calling for a few days because I was scared and embarrassed of what they might think. When I finally called, I didn't feel ashamed or embarrassed at all. In fact, I felt very welcome and cared for. I met with Brenna the next day. I was welcomed with a smile and offered support and resources. I felt relieved that I wasn't judged, and to think that I almost didn't call. Since that phone call 2.5 years ago, they have helped me with diapers and wipes, food boxes, hygiene products, and clothes for my kids. I've gone to food giveaways, and the staff is always so considerate and friendly. Last year, they even helped with making Christmas happen for my 4 children. This has been a lifesaver. They make you feel like you're at home, like your family. I'm very grateful to have found Hand in Hand when I did.
My name is Amber Lindemood. I have been with Hand in Hand for the past 7 years, and I consider it one of the greatest privileges in my life. One of the reasons why I stayed with Hand in Hand for so long was because they believed in me. Even before I thought that I had leadership skills or could do stuff, Hand in Hand spoke life into me and told me that I was absolutely valuable and precious and told me I could do it. One of my other favorite things about Hand in Hand is that everyone at Hand in Hand, staff-wise and client-wise, are treated with dignity. You know, growing up in foster care, I was always kind of thought of as the problem, but when you come to Hand in Hand, you're not considered the problem. We see you as people.
My name is Deanne. I've been a volunteer for Safe Place for almost a year, and I love my Safe Place days. It feels a little bit like being a pretend grandparent. We get to keep the kids busy and happy and distracted and just pour as much affirmation into them as possible. One way that I've been impacted by working at Safe Place is that I'm very aware that our time with the kids is short, and it's important to pour as much love and care and concern as we can into their lives in a short amount of time. So I think that's made me more mindful about my interactions with others outside of Safe Place, and that there's always opportunity to pour love, care, and concern into anyone's life that we interact with. There was a preschooler at Safe Place, and a lot of the staff had been writing in his notes that he really loved doing this particular animal puzzle. And it was true. We sat on the couch and he probably did it 20 or 30 times. And then he stopped and he gave me all the pieces, wanting me to complete the puzzle. And every time I took a piece and put it in the puzzle, he would say, "Good job." And it was so sweet to hear him echoing back the words that he'd been hearing at Safe Place. And he absorbed that and was able to use it. We may feel like our impact is fairly limited, but we do have an impact.
Hello, my name is Janayla Hopper and I am the Safe Place Program Manager. Being introduced to Hand in Hand last July has definitely been a blessing. Although I work with Hand in Hand, I still feel like the organization has made an impact on me by showing me how we can have an impact on others in multiple ways. I love that I've been exposed to an amazing team. We work great together and get to collaborate with other organizations and members of the community. I love that I get to see the smiles on children's faces at Safe Place and from events that the outreach team hosts. And then also knowing that we have supported and assisted so many families and children that were affected by COVID-19 this year, it really makes my heart smile. And this year is also our 10-year anniversary, which we will celebrate, and we will continue our purpose, which is to support children and families in crisis.
My name is Portia, and I am the Outreach Program Manager. Hand in Hand has had a huge impact on my life, from my introduction to Hand in Hand through soccer to my current position now as the Outreach Program Manager. It's given me the opportunity to work for my community as well as alongside my community.
Well, hello again. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for Hand in Hand's virtual fundraiser, Harvest of Hope. I'm Fred Northup Jr., your co-host for tonight's live program, beginning in really just a few short minutes. Now, right now, the silent auction is the place to be. There are some pretty amazing items up for bid. Of course, I spoke about it earlier, the highly coveted Seattle Kraken package. This includes 4 club-level seats, just 5 rows from the ice, plus a limited edition official Kraken puck signed by General Manager Ron Francis. Now, tickets are not available to the public, so this is a win-it-before-you-can-buy-it opportunity. We also have dinner for 2 at Ascend Prime Steak and Sushi. This is the best of Bellevue's fine dining with panoramic views of Lake Washington, Seattle skyline. I mean, look at the view out those windows. You've got the Olympic Mountains and beyond. This is the perfect location for your next special occasion. We also have our beer, wine, and spirits items. They just went on sale this morning. One highlight is the Woodinville Wines package, which includes 12 bottles of wine from Witt Cellars. You've got Kestrel Vintners in there. You've got Patterson Cellars. This is valued at $600. If you love wine, then you probably need more wine, and this is the perfect way to do it. So support Hand in Hand at the same time as you buy some wine. And of course, you don't want to miss the margarita basket from Avocado's Restaurant. Make sure you bid on that. The margarita basket from Avocado's Restaurant, complete with a bottle of Patron. Now, the silent auction closing down at 6:15 p.m. The beer, wine, and spirits items close at 8 p.m. So if you haven't started bidding yet, just go to handinhandkids.org/hope and get in on the action. This year, Hand in Hand has risen to a very big task of serving the community during these unprecedented times. And we need everyone's support to make sure that families in crisis have the resources they need to get by. Tonight, you can help make this a reality by bidding in the online auction and by making a donation toward Hand in Hand's $100,000 fundraising goal. Once again, the place to show your support is handinhandkids.org/hope. And if you're having any technical issues, if you need any help bidding, our staff is here to help. Just reach out to auction@handinhandkids.org or call us 425-374-2461. And I've also noticed that if you ever have a slight technical problem, the audio, the video isn't syncing, just refresh your browser. Most problems are magically fixed that way too. If you're joining us, by the way, on Facebook, on YouTube, use the chat box. Let us know where you're joining from. Tell us why you love Hand in Hand. We love hearing from you. We're seeing all these people, Douglas Clark and Scott Roberts and Janice Mueller. We just love seeing everyone coming together. This is really about a community coming together. So before we kick off our program, let's take a moment to welcome a few of Hand in Hand's community partners who have sent messages of congratulations. to Hand in Hand to celebrate their 10th anniversary. Please welcome Washington State Representative Rick Larson, Snohomish County Prosecuting Attorney Adam Cornell, and the Mayor of the City of Everett, Cassie Franken.
Hi, this is Congressman Rick Larson, standing next to the state's flower, the Western Rhododendron. And I just wanted to take this time to congratulate the organization Hand in Hand on their 10th anniversary. They've been doing great work for the last decade, providing emergency utility and rent assistance, providing shelter for children and families, providing food for hungry families in the South Everett area along Casino Road. I've had a chance to visit the Hand in Hand folks a few times. I've seen firsthand the great work that they're doing. And one of my favorite programs is that they have a youth soccer program. And as a soccer playing kid growing up here in the area, it's really exciting to see that be part of what they've been doing. So just a quick congratulations to Hand in Hand on your 10th anniversary. Thanks for your great work.
Happy 10th birthday, Hand in Hand. It's an honor to be able to pay tribute to this wonderful organization, even if it's just virtually. And I look forward to celebrating in person the 11th year of Hand in Hand. I'm Adam Cornell. I know a thing or two about the importance of the work that Hand in Hand does, both as a person who grew up in our state's foster care system for much of my early childhood, and as your county prosecuting attorney. I know the importance of providing children and families a safe place, particularly our most vulnerable children. And time again, when the going has gotten tough, Hand in Hand has gotten going. When I was a kid growing up in foster care, I longed for a connection to foster parents, to friends, to teachers, and I longed to be safe. And that sort of safety and that love and that friendship that are so critical to a healthy life is what Hand in Hand's all about. And I have been a fan for a very long time, from the very beginning, when Todd McNeil asked me to come and have coffee with him. And we talked about my own personal journey as a child in foster care. And I heard him speak so passionately about the good work of Hand in Hand and what he aspired the organization to be. And it has just gone from strength to strength over these 10 years. And I will always be a fan and a friend. And I'm just so pleased to be asked to say a few words about the importance of this organization. And I hope all of you out there in the virtual world will put your money to good use and put it toward this great organization to help to make our community safer. And it's an honor. And good luck. And here's to another 10, 20, 30 years.
I'm pleased to be a part of this video celebrating 10 years of Hand in Hand in our community. This is such an amazing organization, and I'm proud to have them as part of our greater Everett community. I first got to know Hand in Hand when I worked at Cocoon House, and I can tell you that this organization fills a real gap that we've had in this community. They help young children in some of the darkest times in their lives. Sometimes they're being removed from their homes in the middle of the night, and Hand in Hand provides a safe place and people who care for these kids in those really what are their darkest days. Hand in Hand serves a real need in our community, and I am just very grateful to be here today to celebrate 10 years of this amazing organization. Happy anniversary.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome so much. Here he is. I promised a celebrity co-host, and here you are. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
I'm excited. Thanks for being here. And everyone, good evening. Welcome. This is Hand in Hand's Harvest of Hope. And for the first time, we've gone virtual. This is a big deal. This is technology put to good use. We're coming to you live to raise critical funds for Hand in Hand's Safe Place and outreach programs. And we're here to celebrate Hand in Hand's 10th anniversary. My friends, by being here tonight, you are providing support and hope and opportunity to families in crisis. you are helping kids flourish. So thank you for what you're about to do. My name is Fred Northup Jr. I am so excited to serve as your co-host for tonight's event. Many of you already know my fellow co-host, one of Hand in Hand's founding board members. Everyone, if you're at home, a big round of applause for the one and only Eddie Carter.
You're too kind, Fred. You're too kind. I am so excited to be here with you and to celebrate Hand in Hand's 10th anniversary.
I know, 10th anniversary. I hope we brought gifts. Everyone bring presents. Well, to mark this special occasion, Hand in Hand has set an ambitious goal of raising $100,000. And we need your help to reach that goal. You can show your support by bidding in the silent auction right now and by making a donation to Hand in Hand. And so here's what we suggest. We suggest that you watch this program on a bigger screen, like a laptop or maybe even a smart TV. Then, if you've got one, grab a second screen, like a phone or a tablet, and donate there. And so on your phone or on your tablet, just go to handinhandkids.org/hope. Now, we're starting off the evening. Right now, I'm looking here live. We're at 36% of our way right now. So you have already helped us a tremendous amount. We're at $36,000, and another gift just came in live. So let's fill up that thermometer. You can see it going up right now. We're at $36,272. Let's see it go all the way to $100,000. And just a reminder, the silent auction is closing at 6:15 p.m. So if you haven't placed your bids yet, my friends, this is it. This is your last chance. Your auction bids will also help us get closer to our goal of $100,000. So let's go, let's do this. The silent auction has been going strong all week. It's just going to close very shortly in just over 5 minutes. So make sure you keep on bidding. If you haven't already placed your bids, now is your last chance. Now, a couple of the most popular items up for bid, including the 4 club-level Kraken tickets. I bid on those. I was outbid. You should bid too. These are not on sale to the public yet. There's also dinner for 2 at Ascend Prime Steak and Sushi in Bellevue. They've got stunning panoramic views of Lake Washington and the Seattle skyline and the Olympic Mountains. If you haven't been there, it's incredible. We also just launched the beer, wine, and spirit items for bidding earlier today, so make sure you check out those. If you already placed bids earlier in the week, go back because the beer, wine, and spirits items are open now, and they're going to be open all the way until 8 p.m. tonight. Now, Eddie, we mentioned that this is a big year for Hand in Hand as the organization, again, celebrates the beginning of its 2nd decade. But I know that you've been involved with Hand in Hand since the very inception a decade ago, right?
That's correct. It's hard to believe it's been 10 years since my meeting with Todd at Patty's Egg Nest, where he shared the vision for Hand in Hand. I'm also reminded of all those late nights at his house, you know, filing paperwork, building plans, and of course writing that precious business plan. Wow, it's amazing to be sharing about it 10 years later. As Todd and Mary watch tonight, I want to personally say thank you to them. Thank you for their obedience and allowing me and so many others, including yourselves, to be a part of this special organization that has changed the lives of so many people, so many kids, so many generations over the last 10 years, including mine.
Yes. Like Eddie, many of you joining us have been strong supporters of Hand in Hand since the beginning, and others like me are here tonight for the very first time. Over the past few months of planning this event, I've been so inspired learning about Hand in Hand's mission to restore hope to children and families in crisis by providing services focused on protection, provision, and permanence. And so to tell you more about the incredible work that Hand in Hand provides in Snohomish County, let's hear from Hand in Hand staff and community partners.
And one of the things that's so special about Hand in Hand is the impact that we know is happening isn't necessarily an impact that we see splashed across the front pages of the paper. It's the impacts that are going to save that child and help them grow and thrive.
Hand in Hand provides hope and opportunity to children and families in Snohomish County. We do so through various programs. One of those programs is our outreach program. We work specifically to provide housing and food insecurity help, as well as working in schools and alongside other community partners.
Hand in Hand is just so inspiring in that their work is really about giving families dignity in a time where they struggle. We want to be a space for everybody, and the partnership with Hand in Hand has been mutually beneficial in a variety of ways. We're happy to take some of the administrative stuff off their lap, and we're so happy to have the community that they have, because they are such a unique, special group. I never take for granted the fact that on Tuesdays and Thursdays I get to spend time on the field with Todd as he's coaching these different age groups and really getting to see this different window into who he is and kind of where the Hand in Hand program came from.
I mean, my favorite thing about Hand in Hand is just being able to provide the children with different opportunities, being able to make a connection with them during the short period of time that we have them. I just love children in general, so being able to provide that, again, that sense of safety, being able to connect with them. Safe Place is an experience itself because we want to make sure that we're easing their minds during this difficult transition and allowing kids to be kids. Overall, we want to provide children with hope, support, and opportunities to thrive. That's our goal.
That's the impacts that we too at Imagine care so much about. And I just think that Hand in Hand is doing that unlike anyone else. We have a lot of really good nonprofit organizations, but when it comes to dealing with children, especially in the height of trauma, I just think that Hand in Hand plays a role unlike any other.
We really want to come alongside our families. We don't ever want to do to people, we want to do with. We are a part of this community and we love this community. And I think that sets us apart from other agencies in Snohomish County.
The money that goes into Hand in Hand and the money that's donated to Hand in Hand is going directly back into our community. And we see that in a variety of ways, especially in a year like a COVID year, where normally we rely heavily on sponsorships and stuff, and the economic status of our city right now and kind of the businesses we would normally lean on, it's just not there. We wouldn't have scholarship money this year. We wouldn't be able to fund a lot of these kids. And so this partnership has been critical in keeping kids on the field and making sure that we have those funds available to put the kids out there in the demographics and in the groups that we really want to be touching, to make sure they get to play and to be providing them this safe space to come to.
Don't underestimate the power of this organization and the impact that they are having on the lives of children. And the only way that can happen is for us to continue to support their work financially, as volunteers, whatever that may be for you. This is what we need to do for this organization right now.
Hand in Hand is 10 years old this year. We would not be here without our donors and volunteers. We're truly thankful that because of your generous donations, we are able to provide hope and opportunity to children and families in Snohomish County. Also to our partners, whether that be Everett Youth Soccer Club, partnering with soccer, or Imagine Children's Museum, partnering to offer us space for our Foster Christmas party, as well as collaborating to bring enrichment programs to children in the Mukilteo School District. We are so thankful and grateful for all of that.
Well, for those of you just joining us, tonight we are raising critical funds to support children and families in Snohomish County. Your donations are going to help us reach our $100,000 goal. We're watching us get closer and closer and closer. We're just nearing the $40,000 mark. And the auction is not the only way to support Hand in Hand this evening. Again, the fundraising appeal is the most crucial part of our evening, and it's coming up in just a few minutes. Now, I know everyone wants to hear about how Hand in Hand is weathering this challenging year. And there's no better person to tell us than our next guest. Hand in Hand's Executive Director, please welcome Alice Casson.
Hello and welcome. My name is Alice Casson, and I have the absolute honor of being the Executive Director at Hand in Hand. Hand in Hand is a nonprofit that cares for children and families in crisis in Snohomish County through two main programs. The first is Safe Place, our emergency shelter for children entering foster care. And second, we have our outreach program, providing basic needs services such as emergency food, rent and utility assistance, diapers and wipes, school supplies, and after-school enrichment programs to children and families in Snohomish County. I think we can all agree that 2020 has been a whirlwind. Our mantra for the year has become, expect the unexpected. The best laid plans for 2020 had to be reimagined, starting for us on March 16th. The numbers of people that came through our doors on that one day was equal to the number of people we would typically see in an entire month prior to the pandemic. Our team was able to adapt quickly, reevaluate needs, and spring into action. Over the past 6 months, we provided emergency food to over 900 families, helped 35 families avoid homelessness, welcomed 56 youth entering foster care into a safe and caring space, and helped diaper and clothe 130 babies and toddlers. As we continue to navigate the COVID-19 era, Hand in Hand will remain true to our values, staying in tune with the ongoing changes of our region, including the eviction moratorium, food insecurities, job loss, cold weather season, and much more. As we ring in our 10-year anniversary, we celebrate all that we have been able to accomplish together and look forward to the next 10 years with gratitude, passion, and appreciation. Hand in Hand will continue our grassroots approach where we work with, not for the community, continuing the collaboration with community partners and expanding upon services to provide for more families in need. Tonight, we'll hear two powerful stories of hope and compassion, stories that we haven't been able to tell before. Thank you so much for taking time out of your Tuesday to join us as we support children and families in Snohomish County. Now sit back, relax, and prepare to be inspired.
Well, thank you so much, Alice. A lot of people are sending positive messages to Alice right now in the chat. We appreciate that, and we appreciate you. I want to reiterate something that Alice just mentioned in case anyone missed it, because this is really important. On March 16th, as the governor was imposing stay-at-home restrictions and many jobs and resources were being lost, Hand in Hand saw the same number of people come through their doors looking for help on that one day, as they normally see in an entire month. And not only that, but the number served in the month of March was equal to an entire year previous to the pandemic. And the need has continued throughout 2020.
There are so many people in need of Hand in Hand's help, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. Unfortunately, many of the people Hand in Hand helps don't qualify for support from state and local governments. It's important for us to come together so everyone in our community is cared for as needed. Now, Alice mentioned there would be a couple of special stories shared this evening. I'll be honest, this chokes me up because I personally know these individuals. The first is by a special young lady who is near and dear to my heart, Liz Cordova. She is truly an amazing person, leader, and someone that has personally taught me a ton about living sacrificially. She never ceases to inspire me with her unending strength, resilience, and caring attitude. I really encourage you to lean in right now and listen to Liz's experience with Hand in Hand.
My name is Liz Cordova. I was born in Puebla, Mexico. I was brought here for a better life. Life was pretty good up until high school. My family was still together. But once high school hit, my parents unfortunately got a divorce, and my mom ended up, leaving. And then it got to the point where it was like I was fighting for my dad and I was fighting for my siblings, like for their well-beings so they would be okay. So I was working 40 hours a week while I was in high school, and I was really trying for it not to like get to me, but it was getting to my siblings. They weren't doing their work, they didn't want to go to school, like it was just affecting like their mental health. I felt like it was my fault. Like I couldn't like protect them from that, like I couldn't be what they needed to not feel like that. And so my dad, he ended up he was in and out, like he wasn't there. Like I had to be the one to like make sure they ate, they did their homework, they took a bath, like they were okay, because it was like he became like someone that needed to be helped, and I couldn't help him, and I still like feel like it was my fault. But I've come to realize, like stuff happens, and like you can either let it break you or you can like build from it. I went to community college for a while, and I was still working full-time to like be able to put food on the table and pay rent and stuff, so my siblings had like somewhere stable to live. And then it got really, really, really hard to manage. I remember the day I had like a chemistry final, and I like studied for it, I was like ready for it, and I got a call, and they said you have to come pick up your brother from Seattle because he did something bad. So I left the class. I didn't take the final, I failed the class, and I was kind of like, that was like the breaking point of like, okay, I have to like put my dreams on hold and my education on hold so I can take care of stuff at home. I met Todd when I was like really young, and Hand in Hand used to be like right next to where we lived. They had like a lot of events where it was like, oh, like Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas party. It was just like a whole bunch of events that all the kids and their families were invited to. So it was like we just started like going, and then slowly it turned into a homework club too. And then we would go and do our homework there, and people would help us, and we would play like board games, like a whole bunch of stuff. Whenever our family needed something, like if we needed groceries, or if we weren't gonna get a lot of presents around Christmas time, or we like just needed help, like we needed a hand, like they were there to lend a hand. My siblings and I, we kind of grew up with it, so all the values that Hand in Hand has, it kind of like, what's the word, like it blended into us. It was like embedded into us. So everything like about being kind and like sharing and being there for people, even though if you don't know them, like being generous, all those things, I feel like we have as people like an obligation to be. And if we see someone struggling the way we've struggled, then we can go and lend a hand, because we've been in that position and we've had someone lend a hand. Thankfully, like with the help of Hand in Hand and other programs, we're in a better place. We're not struggling, like we're not in a bad place. And all my siblings are in school. My brother just graduated from Mariner. I graduated from Mariner. Thankfully, because of the people I know from Hand in Hand, like Todd and Alice, it really taught me like how to like kind of like speak to people and how to like portray myself. I have like now landed a job with like no experience. I have no experience working with cars, and it's a body shop, and I work with cars every day, and I write estimates, and I've learned so much, and it's a really good paying job, like a high-end paying job. And it's like I managed to get that because of the people that I know. The people here are here to help you. they're not gonna judge you, they're not gonna hate on you, they're not gonna think that you're less than them. They're gonna love you and they're gonna give you whatever they can. And some of these people would give you like the clothes off their back if they could. Like they would go above and beyond for you. To Hand in Hand, you're not just another ticket. Like you're a living, breathing person that needs help, and we all need help. Like no one's perfect.
Well, we are here together tonight to make sure that young people like Liz don't get left behind when they need a hand. With Hand in Hand, you never have to wonder if your donation will really make a difference. Every single dollar ensures that children and families have the support that they need to come through the other side of a crisis. When you donate right now, you are creating and supporting harmonious, positive, and prosperous family environments where children can flourish. And so here's how it works. To raise your virtual paddle, just go to handinhandkids.org/hope. We'll put that up on the screen for you. handinhandkids.org/hope, and look for the word that says donate or donate now. That's where you can join us and dig deep. Now, already we're at 44% of our goal, so let's keep going. We're going to start at a big number. We're going to work our way down. We just hope that everybody watching right now joins us at a level that is truly meaningful to you. So, our top level is $10,000. If you can join us at $10,000, please do. When you donate $10,000, you could help prevent homelessness for 10 families. So again, if you can join us right now, we certainly encourage you to do that. In fact, I'm going to press this magical button so that we can see the people who are joining us right now live as you give. Again, right now we're at 48% of our goal, 49% of our goal, and we're seeing gifts big and small coming in live right now. So thank you to Jasmine Stilson, thank you so much. Daisha Haddad, thank you. Melanie Canto and Mary Mitchell, Amanda Root. We're seeing all members of this community come together right now. $5,000 is our next level. If you can join us at $5,000, please dig deep and do so now. When you donate $5,000, you could provide emergency food, eliminating hunger for 50 families. Think of the impact that you're having in the lives of others. And again, we thank all of these donations that are coming in live here. We're seeing Lance Morehouse, we're seeing Carrie Campbell, we're seeing Alice Casson, we're seeing Jillian Balbeck, we're seeing Brian Ritchie, Matt McLaughlin, Deanne Willis, Jennifer Falk, Joe Fuller, Dwayne and Lisa Scholten, Tim Bell. I mean, this is incredible. Thank you all. Keep it coming. Right now is the time. Now is the time. $2,500 is our next level. When you donate $2,500, you can help care for 10 children at Safe Place. Isn't that amazing? That's what your $2,500 gift can do. And thank you, by the way, to Bible Baptist Church for kicking us off at the $2,500 level. We appreciate your generosity and your leadership here in the community. My friends, if you can join us at $1,000, we ask that you dig deep and donate $1,000. Because when you do, you support 10 students by providing a month of educational enrichment programming and materials. And by the way, we have already seen 6 donations come through at the $1,000 level. 6 of you have already stepped up at $1,000. So thank you to those generous donors who are making such a huge difference for Hand in Hand. Again, our goal is 100% participation. These are tax-deductible donations, but more importantly, you're changing lives with us. And we just hope that everyone will join us. Who else should we thank here? We've got Lance Morehouse jumping in, Carrie Campbell, Joel Fuller, all of these names. Our next level is $500. $500. When you donate $500, you support 10 students by giving them the tools they need for academic success. How incredible is that? And again, we have crossed the 50% mark. We are halfway to our goal. So keep that giving coming. Perhaps you can join us at $250. $250 provides a month of diapers and wipes for 10 babies. Babies! How amazing is that? Or if you can join us at $100, please do. That provides a week of food for a family of 4. Again, our goal is 100% participation. We just hope that everyone digs deep and everyone joins us right now. I want to thank everyone, too, who has given so far. If you have not yet given, just join us at handinhandkids.org/hope. Maybe you're looking around for your credit card. Maybe you want to send a check, whatever it is. We hope that you'll join us. And, Eddie and I will wait. If you need to go find that credit card, we'll wait. So
definitely.
Yes, just make sure you return to handinhandkids.org/hope. And remember, if you work for a company that matches your donations, please make sure that happens too. Then you will double your impact. All right, while you keep giving, while you go to our website and keep giving, let's share another story with you. As many of you know, Safe Place is an emergency shelter, and it was the first of Hand in Hand's programs for youth entering the foster care system. And it was actually, Eddie, it was the first shelter of its kind.
Yes, it was. One thing I absolutely love about Safe Place is that it truly feels like a home, a safe place of refuge and rest for kids that are scared and hurting. When myself and others talk about Safe Place, we often share from our experience of volunteering and serving these kids. Never have we been able to publicly share the viewpoint or firsthand perspective of a child that has been a Safe Place resident. Well, tonight, that changes. I have to take a deep breath here. I'd like to introduce you to another incredible young woman. Her name is Ashley Aiken, who came to Safe Place with her brother when she was in her early adolescence. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Ashley is special. She's special to me and all of us at Hand in Hand, because Ashley is the living image of the vision for Safe Place. I absolutely love this young lady and her brother. I truly appreciate how their Safe Place experience forever changed the course of not only her life, but so many others.
My name is Ashley Aiken, and I was born and raised in the Seattle, Washington area. I was raised in Shoreline, Washington. We had a very nice home growing up. It was my brother, my father, my mother, and I. My brother was 2.5 years younger than I am. We lived a very nice life in a great neighborhood. We went to wonderful schools. We always had everything at our fingertips. We were never struggling growing up, and that was a wonderful childhood. That was a pretty picturesque, everyday lifestyle. Up until my father passed away when I was 11, 2 weeks before Christmas time, and the economy at the same time was crashing. My mother was not making as much money when my dad passed away. She also was in a very deep state of grief after her and my father had been married for 15 years. That was the love of her life. She was now trying to raise 2 children who were about to enter into preteen, teenage years, and she wasn't sure how to do it alone. She started looking to other men. She started bringing things into her own body that were not healthy. She started abusing substances, and after a couple years passed of us struggling and not knowing where our next meal was going to come from, and us moving into an apartment and then becoming homeless, finally motels or calling CPS, a caseworker got involved. And eventually my brother and I were found in her office. She moved us to the first group home. We stayed there for 2 weeks. It was pretty secure. It was not ideal, but it was better than being in a juvenile detention center. Of course, the foster care system struggles with having places to put children. So after 2 weeks of staying there, they were not finding a home for my brother and I to go to together. So they had an availability at Hand in Hand, and we went there, and my caseworker was like, you guys are gonna love it. It's like Disneyland for foster kids, way better than this group home you've been staying at. It will just be you guys in a little area. You'll have your own beds. It will be warm. You'll have food. You'll love the volunteers. Well, that's exactly what it was, but better. We went there. We met these amazing people. They replaced our garbage bags that we had with actual luggage. They gave us wonderful suitcases and duffel bags to carry our clothes and our toiletries in. They bought us new clothes. They bought us new toiletries. I was able to finally wash and take care of my hair. I was finally able to wear a shirt that didn't smell like I had washed my clothes in the bathtub myself, like I had been doing for the past 6 months. My brother was finally able to have socks that fit him. That's the kind of stuff that we got and we were taken care of at Hand in Hand, and these women and these men that came in just loved on us and treated us with a love that we had never experienced before, with a love we have never seen. My brother and I were just in amazement, and it was 3 days of pure joy and happiness. There was one specific couple that met us and took us in, and that was our first home together. And my brother stayed longer at their home than I did. I left eventually, went to a second home, then a third home, and then eventually I moved into my fourth home, which was actually one of the volunteers I had met at Hand in Hand. Her and her husband took me in with their 3 kids, and now she's actually my forever mom. I actually call her mom. And she's a wonderful woman, and I'm very grateful that this whole Hand in Hand experience led me to not only the first home that me and my brother were in, who still are a part of my brother and I's lives, but also the fourth home that I was in. They're all wonderful people that were there. And I'm still friends on Facebook with several of the volunteers that work there. And I just think that I would not be where I am today without the impact of Hand in Hand. I'm now a mother of 2. I'm now married to an amazing husband. I went to Bible college. I ended up giving my life to the Lord. I'm not walking the path that I walked as a high schooler. I'm now walking a path that I feel like is an example to children in foster care, that you don't have to be a ward of the system. You don't have to be a second generation. You can be the new generation. You can be a new example to those out there. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my story and how possible it is to go out and share and be an example to everyone. And I just want to thank the Hand in Hand experience and community for being there for my family, and I would not be where I am today without them. So thank you guys.
Well, I want to thank Ashley for sharing her story. It is inspiring to hear how her adult life has turned out, and that is really Hand in Hand's goal, of course, for every child they serve. You know, the staff at Hand in Hand shared a statistic with me this week that I am still trying to fully process. Since the COVID-19 pandemic began, the rate of youth entering Hand in Hand's Safe Place shelter has increased by 86%. 86%. Families are really struggling right now, and the need for assistance is growing exponentially. So every gift you make makes such a huge difference in the quality, but also the quantity of intervention that Hand in Hand is able to provide to young people just like Liz and Ashley. So thank you so much again to everyone making gifts right now. The thermometer is inching up more and more. You can see we're thrilled that we're at $54,000, moving towards our goal of $100,000. This is the beginning, and you are going to help get us over the finish line, of course, by sharing this link, by making sure that you've given, by maybe giving again. Again, our goal is $100,000. I'm going to click my magic button here. I'm going to see who else is joining us, because we've been seeing all these big gifts coming in. But whether you're giving $10,000 or $10, we just hope that you're giving a gift that is truly meaningful to you. So thank you, Jessica Campbell and Carrie Carter and Caitlin Hall joining us, and Bonnie Van Wyck and Jody Daniel, Scott Roberts, Patrick Malahan, Kevin Peterson. We're just seeing generosity here, and it's inspiring. We were talking about that. It's just truly inspiring to see that. So thank you to everybody who is joining us. And remember, you can continue giving. That That link stays open, and you can share that with your friends, share that with your family so that they can make a difference too. I also want to say a very special thanks again to our event sponsors. Thank you, Campbell Auto Group. Thank you, Windermere M2 LLC, Accents and Interiors, and Cambia Health Solutions. Without your support, we would not have been able to bring this event online, so thank you. I also want to give a special shout out to our virtual ambassadors. Look at all of those names on your screen. These incredible individuals helped us spread the word to all of you, and we are so grateful for their time and their friendship. And speaking of all of you, we can't thank you, our viewers, enough for sharing your Tuesday evening here with Hand in Hand, especially with our 10th anniversary. How fun is that? So tonight, again, we set a goal to raise $100,000 as we kick this off. We're so thrilled to say that we're over halfway there. We're now at $55,000, just about $54,000, somewhere in there. So we're getting so close. You can help us, again, take us all the way to the goal through your corporate matching, and most importantly, through sharing this link. You can share this YouTube program. If you were inspired by the work that you saw, this program will live right here at the link that you're watching. It'll live on Facebook. And of course, share that giving link so that your friends and family can make an impact. So what an incredible start to already be at 55% of our goal. $55,000 is where we sit right now, and we thank all of you for your generosity. Gifts are coming in. Share this video with your friends, family, and colleagues who weren't able to join us live so that they can participate. We're going to keep that Fund the Need open through the whole week. So you can visit handinhandkids.org/hope, and please share that link as well. Also, let's talk about wine, beer, and spirits. There's still time to bid on the wine, beer, and spirits auction items. Those close at 8 p.m. tonight. If you won an item in our auction, you'll receive an email receipt with pickup instructions. But I just want to say, my name is Fred Northup Jr. It's been my honor to be here with you. My first year with this incredible organization. I'm going to turn it over to the man that's been here since the beginning. Thank you so much.
I'm humbled. I'm absolutely humbled. I'm humbled by the work of Hand in Hand and you. And your support of the community and the kids in which Hand in Hand serves. Thank you to each and every one of you for being with us tonight. Together, we can ensure that children and families in crisis will experience hope and opportunity through protection, provision, and permanence for the next 10 years and beyond. Thank you for your time, contributions, and most of all, thank you for loving and caring for your neighbors. Bless you, and good night, everyone.